Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Ben back with another TFB video. Today I'm actually gonna do a the final masterpiece build. This gun doesn't get enough love in the community, and rightfully so. It is kind of garbage, right? But I do have a build that I want to share with you guys. I think this is probably the best build for the final masterpiece. Now, this is going to be a Serena build. You're gonna want to use Serena just because she makes general round weapons so much better, right? So about Serena, this gun, like, it looks even worse than it actually is, right? But with Serena, it's usable, right? You could probably take this into like a stage 30 and get some use out of it. You're not gonna be doing those speed runs, but yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So I'm gonna get started off with the modules. For the final masterpiece, you don't want to use any of the like hype, poison, chill. You don't want to use any of those elemental attack mods, just because it doesn't scale with this gun. When they did the update for this gun, I don't know why, but any of those elemental attacks will not increase this at all. Your chill attack, your poison attack is all just from the gun's unique ability. None of that will scale this. So if you add it, it's kind of just a waste of a slot. So what I did, I kind of just went full fire crit hit damage and crit hit rate. And I have the, almost every gun has these action reaction rifling reinforcements. Actually took off the fire rate up just because I wanted to go more crit damage and crit hit. And I have this lethal finish here, guys. Just to try to get these hit rate like a little bit higher. It is not too crazy of an increase, but I mean, the more crits you hit, the more damage you're gonna do because this damage multiplier is pretty insane. It's like a 3 times. When you look at like the actual gun, it has like a base of a 2.76, right? So we definitely want to build for a crit hit damage. So this is what I went with. We could probably get a way more optimized build, but I'm really liking how this is working right now. So I have concentration priority, better insight, better concentration, all of these. And I went for recycling genius and weapon magazine just so we can take advantage of the unique ability a bit more, guys. Because this gun, like the thing I find fun about it is just like the different type of ammos it has, like the explosion, the poison, right? So we still want to be able to utilize the fun part, and I just like see that stuff, or in my opinion at least, I think that's the cool part about this gun. And then I went with everything that has like crit hit damage or crit hit rate. I added to this gun, and we do want to reload a little bit quicker just so we're not stuck reloading forever. But this is the module. You can probably optimize this a little bit more if you really wanted to build into the final masterpiece, but I think this will be the best. Now if you're looking about the cores for this gun, guys, this gun hasn't really been blessed with good cores. We do have two. You can go for two firearm attacks with this gun. However, I decided to go with crit hit rate. I was trying to find a critical hit damage core, but unfortunately I've been unlucky with the level 8 cores, and I got hit rate like 3 times in a row. So if you guys are building this gun and you have like free cores available, I would try to get crit hit damage just because the crit hit rate is already around like a 25% even without this core. So I think that's high enough. And with Serena, you're gonna hit crits a lot anyway. So if you can, definitely get that crit hit damage up. And then the second, we're gonna have firearm attack. Obviously, I think that's the main one you can go for. You're not really gonna use this gun against a colossal. So just do firearm attack. The third one is really just anything you want to add, guys. Like I said again, this doesn't really change that much for the gun. It's just gonna be like a really low elemental damage anyways. So I just got chill attack. I'm just probably gonna leave it there. Might not even upgrade it to level 10. And then I put fire rate as the fourth one because we do want to get that fire rate up a little bit. I know we don't have any fire rate mods, but increasing his fire rate is still good. I'll probably try to grind void erosion in a level to stage 30 so I can get some level 10 cores put on this gun, and then I'll probably make an update video when I have a fully upgraded. And then unfortunately, guys, the final masterpiece has been hit with the worst core in the game in my opinion, the clan cores. We got the bonus firearms attack versus Legion of Immortality. If you really wanted to build this gun, I would recommend just having 3 final masterpiece, having one for each Legion, but no one's really gonna do that for this gun, right? So right now I just got attack versus Legion of Immortality. I'm not gonna change this. um I don't care too much about that, but I do have this. When I go into the shooting range, I'm gonna be going against Legion of Immortality to show the peak of this gun, so you guys can see like at its best that it's still not as good as the others. But yeah, this is what I have built for it. And then my Serena modules, I do want to give a shout out to Sen Evades. I did kind of just copy his modules that he used for Ice Maiden, but this is what I have for Serena. Just a simple. I'll have his video linked in the description if you guys want to know about his thought process. But is not my stuff. So I'm gonna link his video in the description if you guys care about the actual Serena build. But we're here for it just to show the final masterpiece and basically how good it looks, kind of at its max, right? So the reason I say you're gonna use this gun with Serena, guys, is if you're not using Serena, I'm just reset this the stats real quick. If you're not using Serena and you have this gun base value, like just normal on like every other Descendant, this is what it's gonna look like. Pretty pathetic. It's about 20k peak firearm attack when it's not fully maxed out. Again, guys, when I get my course maxed out, I'll make an update video. But you're averaging around 300k DPS here, guys, which is pretty bad, especially for a gun. You know, I don't have all 4 sockets in this gun, right? But that really doesn't change that much. But yeah, you're looking at 250k, 260k DPS. So pretty pathetic, pretty boring. I don't think that's gonna convince anyone to use this gun, right? But let's reset this here. All right, let's reset. Okay, so now I got everything at 0. But the thing that changes, guys, is when you have Serena equipped and you use her gun abilities and you use all her skills, her 2 and her 4, this number just peaks up really high. We got peaked at 3.4. We're around 3 million DPS right now because I did miss a lot of my 3-point damages or a lot of my crits. But see, I mean, with Serena, that's just the thing with Serena, right? And this gun, if you have to tox it up, it will activate a lot of her fire blast abilities, right? So that does look a little bit fun. The only thing that sucks about this gun, though, guys, if you're using this against like normal mobs, this is gonna have a 12 it has a 12-second cooldown for like abilities when you kill them, so it might be a little bit better. But I think if you use this for like a actual elite boss, like at the end of a 400%, it might look the best there, just because it's not really a mobbing gun. Even though we do have all these attributes, they don't actually do that much damage. Oops, sorry guys. All right, but I'm just show you guys here again. We do. Okay, I messed that up a little bit. Let's reset these damage numbers. Replenish our supplies. Let's take off our C ability. Replenish supplies. We're gonna do one last test, and I'm gonna compare it to the Malevolent that I have here and the last dagger. Now this last dagger is not even fully built, guys. It has like basically half of them level 1 modules. We're gonna compare it to that. I'm just gonna show you guys that even though this is the best build that I think you can do for the final masterpiece, it's still kind of garbage, right? So I definitely don't want to lie to you guys. This is still kind of a bad build, but let's show this off one more time. So I got the final masterpiece here. We're gonna pop Serena 2 and 4, and we're peaking at 5 million, but it's gonna drop as we start reloading. All right, so we got 4.35 million. Nothing crazy for Serena. And we're gonna reset this. And now we're gonna use my non-built last dagger, guys. I'm just gonna show you guys that it's pretty much Serena carrying the gun, right? It's still I think a pretty impressive build for a bad gun, but I kind of chalk that up to just Serena being a little bit busted. Because look, you have the last dagger not even fully built, and it's already reaching 4 million DPS, which is, I mean, it's pretty sad for the final masterpiece, guys. And then what's even cooler with Serena, I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Ornery Biscuit here. She had this Malevolent build, Ornery Biscuit on YouTube. They have this Malevolent build right here, and it works really well with Serena. If you guys don't know, high impact rounds, they actually have a chance to restore Serena's magic MP mana points. Mana points. So if you pop her 2 and you're in the air and you pop her 4, if you get like all these crit hits, they're just gonna restore her MP. So you're gonna be in the air for a long time with Serena, guys. And as you can see, our MP is just constantly getting restored, especially with the Malevolent. All these multi hits, there's a chance to get a crit, and that's gonna restore our MP, guys. So I think even though the final masterpiece is really good with Serena, like she makes the final masterpiece actually a good gun, it's really not worth it to use it because there's just so many better guns in the game, and it's it's kind of sad that the final masterpiece just sucks. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the video, guys. I just want to show you guys like a cool little final masterpiece build. I know it's nothing crazy, but I'm gonna keep working on it. I'm gonna see if I can max it out with like max level cores. Maybe try to build like roll for better. Let's see, how do I do? Alt plus roll for better like substats. But I think that's probably the best substats you'll get on this gun. But yeah, that's it for the video, guys. If you guys did enjoy this video, I think the final masterpiece is trash, definitely consider hitting that like button, hitting the subscribe button, and definitely let me know in the comments below, guys, what bad gun you guys want to see me build. I don't know, this game is fun to me, but I find it more fun when I'm using a gun that no one else is using, even if it's completely garbage. So let me know what gun you guys think I should build next and focus on, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.